Okay, before I start this video, I'm uploading this on my 12th anniversary. I started YouTube on a different channel back on November 11th, 2011, and 12 years later, I am still on YouTube. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for checking out the reviews, even though they don't get a whole lot of views and all that. But yeah, I guess that's all I really want to say in terms of the introduction. Now, on to the review. Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew D. It's me once again. Welcome back to the movie review, aka After I Saw. This time it is going to be on It's a Wonderful Knife. Like the title suggests, it's a horror parody of It's a Wonderful Life. We follow a young girl named Winnie who manages to stop a serial killer during a murder spree, and about a year later, she is still traumatized by that, but no one tends to really talk about it. And because of this, she wishes that she'd never been born, and of course, because of that, she isn't there, and the killer comes back. And from there, the only way to reverse the wish is if she kills the killer again. So yeah, I didn't actually see a trailer for this movie. I don't even remember the trailer playing in any of the horror movies that I went to go see. All that I know is that I did hear about this movie. From the way the title plays out, it's pretty much exactly what you would expect because of the storyline and the fact that it's pretty much a horror version of, one of the greatest Christmas films of all time. Just like how Christopher Landon's horror movies are parodies of other big name films like Groundhog Day and Freaky Friday. But generally speaking, I found myself, I wouldn't really say impressed. I would just say that I found the movie to be entertaining. It's an entertaining whole slasher film that is very basic. You pretty much knew exactly what to expect, especially with a title like this, as the movie does tend to be pretty predictable. And I wouldn't necessarily say that the film is scary. I would just say that it's more fun than scary, as it does have quite a bit of humor here and there, especially from this one girl that Winnie meets up with that people call Weirdo, even though she does have another name. But in terms of the pacing, it's less than an hour and a half long, so that's a very respectable runtime. The movie actually, I'm not sure how big of a budget this movie was. From what I know, it wasn't very big, but the movie looks very impressive. The sets and all that, the snow areas and all that, they look really cool. Justin Long is also in the movie, and you could tell a mile away that. And I honestly feel like if you put Justin Long in any horror movie, he is more than likely not going to survive at the end. Well, unless it's Drag Me to Hell, which was the only horror movie he survived in. Then again, if he was the protagonist of that movie, then I don't think he would, because if you've seen Drag Me to Hell, you know the protagonist actually does go to hell in the end. Spoiler alert, but still, he was probably one of the more entertaining parts of the movie in terms of performances. Everybody else, they're fine in the movie, but I feel like because they know exactly what movie they're partaking in, they know not to go like too overboard in terms of the. Though there are some times where the movie definitely shows some emotion because the main girl Winnie's family doesn't know who she is. I didn't really feel a whole lot of the emotion that some of the movie tends to play out, but in terms of a slasher film, it's one that's very basic. It knows exactly what it's trying to be. It's nothing too serious or crazy or anything like that. It's one that tends to be very short. Pretty much viewers should know what to expect. And in terms of it being a parody of It's a Wonderful Life, I feel like it manages to be handled pretty well. They even reference It's a Wonderful Life, the movie itself. So that was pretty cool to see. In the end, guys, this might fly under people's radar, but I generally did have a decent enough time with this one. It's basic, it knows what it's trying to do. It's not like scary or anything like that. It's more on the humorous side and more on the entertaining side if people want to see like a bunch of, deaths going on, because it is a slasher film. And I thought the slasher film, at least the way the costume looks pretty cool. It's basically It's a Wonderful Life meets Scream, except you know who the killer is immediately when the movie starts up. But yeah, all I gotta say is, I don't know. I could make another pun because that's usually what I do. But all I gotta say is that it's good. I honestly recommend it. It definitely doesn't beat Black Christmas, the original. not the remakes, or Gremlins or Krampus. But for what it is, it's a decent enough time at the movies if you want to see a brand new Christmas horror film. This movie manages to do it, strong enough. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.